We're on. Okay, thank you everyone for coming. We had a hearing that's been open since 9 o'clock. Do I have any other comments from the people out there on the hearing on the cattle petition? If not, I'll close that hearing and we'll open our regular meeting. Welcome everybody, and we'll go around and introduce ourselves. I'm Joe Dellwo, County Commissioner.
I'm Sam Carlson, County Commissioner.
Brian Bedord, County Commissioner.
Paula, Jaconetty, Clerk and Recorder.
Pete Rasmussen, Justice of the Peace.
Keith Van Setten, Teton County Sheriff.
Lisa sent a Clerk and Recorder.
That was Lisa Sinton. She has no voice today.
Amy Spangler, Interim Clerk Recorder.
Frank Ogley, County Planning Department.
Mark Salmon, cattle producer, Teton County.
Dane Yeager, cattle producer, Teton County.
Tracy Wentz, Sun River Watershed Group.
Madison Collier, Sun River Watershed Group.
Melody Martinson, Choteau County.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming. We have minutes from December 4th.
I would move to approve those.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That brings us to, we have no road encroachment, so that brings us to oath of office. So if the judge and Amy would approach the bench.
So my thought was, if this was going to be in the conference room, I thought it would be wrong. I thought it would be disrespectful to the office to not swear her in the courtroom, so.
Thank you.
Okay, so you ready? Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States
I support, defend, and protect the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
as the Teton County Clerk of District Court with fidelity.
as the Teton County Clerk of District Court with fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, there you go.
Pleasure being here. Yes. Oh, excuse me. You're fine.
Thanks for your time, Lisa.
Thank you.
Yes, Lisa, you've been a dedicated public servant. We appreciate your service.
Is there gonna be any?
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
We had the right one this time.
Yeah. You're rubbing in.
Okay, that brings us to cattle petition. We had a bunch of cattle producers last year request that we pass a predator animal control, and we needed 51% of the producers. Last year you came up short. This year you got 51.5%, so that's enough to do it. So we have resolution 2025-23, which would establish an predatory animal control program for cattle. And I don't think I need to read the whole resolution, but basically it's going to levy $1 a head on the cattle producers in the county for animal damage control. So what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
I would move to accept the resolution as read.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So the way I talked to the animal damage control guy, and I'll send a copy of the petition to him and a copy of the resolution, and he'll get that on file. Diane's working with the Department of Revenue, and like I said, it won't kick in until a year from now is when the money will start flowing in. So we'll get all that covered, and we'll have the levy, and we'll be ready to go. So thank you guys for doing what you do.
Good, thank you guys too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the Sun River Watershed update. Tracy,
That was so quick.
Yeah.
we're under a time crunch today.
Well, thank you guys so much for putting us on the agenda. You've got our handout, which
Yep.
describes what's been happening over the past year, and I've got a few extras if anybody else is interested in our work on the Setten River Watershed. Our biggest news this past year has been that we moved into an office in downtown Great Falls instead of working from home. So we now have an office right across from Mighty Mo Brewery. It's really convenient. And we also hired a full-time employee, Madison. So I was gonna have her
Oh, nice.
introduce herself, and then we'll just give you a quick update on some cool stuff that's coming up for next year. Yeah, it's still 25, so next year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm Madison Collier. I'm the Watershed and Outreach Program Coordinator, and I run our water quality program, and then help out and help run a lot of our outreach events as well. So I'm the one out in the field collecting all the water samples from April to October usually, and then usually at every event or reaching out to people about coming to our events and creating the social media stuff. And we'll be doing a lot of fun things coming up, and we've got another a Big Sky Miracle member coming in January, so I'll be his supervisor. So we'll actually have 3 of us starting in 2026. So we're excited to be in the office and keep doing our stuff. So
Yeah, hiring another person didn't take any work off me. It actually made more work for us, which is exciting. So a couple of workshops we have coming up you guys might be interested in. In January 29th, we're gonna have a irrigation efficiency workshop. It's a follow-up to the one we did last year. MSU and Mitch Conan give an update on the 3-year project they've been doing on his property. And then the Bureau of Mines is going to talk about their groundwater, surface water study that they're doing out on the Greenfields bench. We're going to have someone from DNRC come and talk about exempt wells and the changes that are coming to, instead of filing after the fact when you get an exempt well, starting next year, you have to file a notice of intent that you're gonna put one in. Don't quote me on that. He's gonna give the whole rundown. But that's something that keeps coming up when we go to different meetings. So I think that'll be really good information. That's February, that's not January. That's February 26th, and that'll be out here at the stage stop. And then January 29th, we're doing a workshop for people who are new to rural home ownership or small ranches, and to realtors who sell them. So teaching people that if you buy a property that has a perk running through it, you can't just throw a pump in there and start pumping water out, and how water rights work, and then stream permitting, how that works, controlling noxious weeds, keeping from avoiding attracting bears to your property, and our other topic, small pasture grazing, so they can start thinking about how many critters they can put on their land responsibly. So those are our 2 workshops, and that one is January 29th in Fairfield at the golf course down in the room down below. And then the irrigation one is up here February 26th, the stage stop. And then the other big thing that you guys might be interested in is we finally got funding to do a preliminary engineering report on the Sun River at the Flowery intake, that section of the river where Broken-O and others take water off on the Flowery, and then right across where the Willow Creek diversion comes in. And that area is just it's kind of hard, especially when the water's low, to get the water across to the ditch and then keep water in the river and all of that. So we are doing hiring an engineer to do a report to figure out what are some possible solutions to improve that area of the river. And I think that's all our big stuff.
Okay, thanks, Tracy. Do I have any commission reports?
Don't have anything?
I don't have anything.
Public comment? Any public comment?
I have one real fast. Have you guys took a stand on the exempt well?
No, we don't really get involved unless we have to in any kind of legislation or any kind of issues like that. We're just trying to get information out there. I know that the lawsuit, I don't know if any of you guys were on the Farm Bureau call the other day with info about the lawsuit. I don't think they'll be able to talk about that, but it's very egg related. I'm sure there will be people in the room that can discuss that, but our DNRC person won't be able to because he's named in the lawsuit. He'll be talking about the new rules for putting in as well. I can talk to you off the record about my personal opinions, but the watershed group doesn't
Just curious.
get involved unless we felt overly compelled to by our students.
Any other public comment? Okay, no public notices, so next meeting will be January 15th. And thank you everyone for coming. The meeting is adjourned.
Thanks again.
Yep, thank you guys.
Are they still pushing to have a Merry Christmas?
I don't know.